All right, Shalom. Call Yahbashan Shah. Shalom to the left. Now, I was chilling with one of my women, and I seen this video. I'm like, and she heard it too. But we was just laying up talking about it. Babylon ain't gotten to no 2050, man. This place ain't got that damn long. This place on its way out the door. See these heathens, they fighting and going against each other. Then eventually they're gonna keep linking up even more and come against Esau over here. So, we were speaking on that, and I asked her, do you want to hear something spooky? And she like, I ain't scared. I'm like, oh no, this is spooky right here. This, I don't give a fuck if you're the toughest person on the damn planet. Try to be the toughest person. When them nukes go up in the air, them arrows, as the scriptures mention in the book of Jeremiah and Isaiah, different books, Ezekiel. When them nukes go up, man, they crack the atmosphere and make that loud sonic boom and all that shit, and they black out the sky. And people see them and actually see all that going down. I don't give a fuck how tough you is, man. That shit it's gonna put a different feeling in you, man. Because you don't know at that moment in particular if Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna redeem you or gonna let you face that judgment. So I happened to see this video right here, and I'm like, I'm gonna make a lesson on this. Now, it says 5 events that will change America by 2050. I ain't gonna play the whole video. I'm gonna let it go through a little bit. But I wanted to go to a precept real quick. I was thinking about the book of Ezekiel. As soon as I seen this, I had to make sure I was away from her so I can do this lesson. I ain't want to be around her and she trying to rub up on me and do all that other stuff. Anyway, book of Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1, it says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll and go speak into the house of Israel. Now, eating this roll it doesn't mean literal. That's why a lot of people can't understand the scriptures, because they'll think it mean eat a roll for real or eat this book or whatever. It's not talking about that. Ezekiel ain't grab no book and eat it. It's talking about ingesting it mentally, not physically. So I know me personally, I can't speak for other Akim. I know it took me at least like over a half a year to read the full scriptures, including the Apocrypha. So I said maybe like 10 months, maybe 9 months tops. And during that time frame, a lot of spiritual stuff was going on. Just speaking on a little testimony real quick. A lot of spiritual stuff was going on. A lot of distractions was popping up, when you fast. People that never hit you up, they invite you out to dinner and all that stuff, and then they want to invite you out or bring you a plate and all type of stuff, man. Your dreams be more vivid, get more spiritual attacks, because the powers that be, not just on the physical side, but on the spiritual side, don't want us to wake up. That's their job. So we have to do our job and fight and keep pushing and push this word out, as is written in these scriptures. Now, verse 2 it says, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. He said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And when you read these scriptures, man, you rejoice. It's like, I know when I finished reading it, I thought this place was about to be over with that next month. I'm like, hey, shit, the way this shit looking and how it sounded, we almost up out of here. Because, a lot of stuff been in place. The Charagma, you had the Neuralink stuff going on, the dollar collapsing, the stock market up and down, and food shortages, earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of wars, signs in the sun, the moon, and stars. All this stuff is going on, but there's certain stuff that needs to take place before this place is actually over with. Now it says, let me read on some more. It says, verse 4, and he said unto me, son of man, go get thee into the house of Israel and speak with my words unto them. And see, this is what our people can't grasp right here. That the Most High put the spirit on certain individuals. It may not be who you wanted to be. You might look at a TV and you see this guy, you see like he in a high stature, or he got all these resources, all these goods and all this, and you want him to be that guy. But guess what? The Most High don't want him to be that guy. That's not how it works. The Most High choose who he have favor on and who he ain't gonna have favor on. That's not up to us. Man, hey, prior to all this, man, I was doing a whole bunch of wild shit. I went into no scriptures like that. I started having visions and seeing certain stuff that led me to actually digesting this role and getting into it like that. Now I can go through this whole book, front to back, back to front, whatever. We can go into the details, the history, all that stuff. and call all Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for that. Now, it says, but thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. And why did he say that? Because our people, they stubborn, man. Read on some more. It says, not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language whose words thou canst understand. Surely I have sent thee to them. They will have hearkened unto thee. And we went to these heathens and we spoke on this. Let's say if I was, you have Akim around the world, they preach. Say if I was out with Moab or Ammon or Ishmael or these different nations, and I was speaking like, hey, you the chosen people, and this was supposed to happen. This is why we're in these conditions, and this was going to happen to Esau. This is who Esau is. This is where they come from. This is where we come from. This is where you come from. And speaking on this type of stuff to these different people, they'll hearken. But guess what? Our people, they don't want to hear this, and they like to scoff and buck up and say, oh, that book was edited and all this other different stuff. Every fucking book you read is edited on earth and translated from a different language. That's just an excuse for people to hide their fuckery. That's all that is. That's all that is. You go take a driver test. That book was written by Esau. You go fucking get a cookbook. That book was revised and written by some damn body and published. You go get a fucking book to build your damn, just say you buy some toys for your little kids. What you gonna say that shit was wrote by the white man? No. But when it comes to these scriptures cut so much. They pierce to the soul. When a person's soul get pierced, they do not want to really hear what come out of these scriptures. Because this book is full of what? Lamentations, mourning, and woe. Just them churches, they only bring out the good part, just the good times, and everything is going to always be good, and that's not true. Now, verse 7 said, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, but they will not hearken unto me, for all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-headed. And that's how people still to this day, man. All these resources we got, all this access to internet and access to the world, our people are hard-headed and impudent, man. They're ready to do dumb shit instead of be wise and try to get better. Now, you have a portion of our people that try to get better and do right, but the opposite outweigh that portion. Now, verse 8, it says, behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead stronger against their foreheads. And I'm sure you Akim can attest to this. When you be out, sometimes you be in the spirit and you be moving around, you see certain people, they give you that little look like what, nigga? Or they disgusted with you. But the Most High put the spirit on you to give them that look back, and they put their fucking head down. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Be bold as a lion. Now, verse 8, it says, behold, I made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead against their foreheads. As a adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. And a lot of people, man, they look at you crazy when you go into these scriptures, man. You want to see how a person's true spirit is? Open this book and fully go into it and start reading what's about to happen in Babylon. A lot of people don't want Babylon to be gone. They want Babylon to continue. They want to keep doing that 9-to-5 shit and barely can chill with your family and spend time with your family or raise your kids or be around your mother or your father or your uncles and all that. They want to keep doing that shit, man. They love this rat race, like Bob Marley saying, the rat race song. They love this hamster wheel shit. So when you speak on this place being through, they look at you with that look like, what the fuck you talking about? The whole time, man, it's already been prophesied what's supposed to happen. Now, verse 10 said, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, all my words I speak shall speak unto thee, receive in thy heart, and hear with thine ears, and go and get thee to them of the captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus saith Adawan, whether they will hear or whether they forbear. And the Spirit took me up, and I heard behind me a voice of great rushing, saying, blessed be the glory of the Lord from his place. Now, let me let this video play somewhere right here. Let me let this video play. And see this Esau vision with this Jetson bullshit. They're gonna pollute everything down here, the water, the air, which you got this shit going on in Canada, who supposedly fire's burning, but I know Esau got some bullshit going on too. It might be a fucking chemical plant that's leaking, and they're not telling everybody, and they just saying it's a fire burning. But all my years, I never seen no fire make no fucking yellow skies. That look like chemical fires right there. That don't look like no trees burning or none of that shit. Being down in Florida, being in the countryside when the fire burn, normally make the sky look a little reddish. The moon will look more red. the sunset won't just be yellow or orange, it'll be more red. So, Esau got their bullshit, man, but hey, if it were possible, they would deceive the very elect. They can't deceive certain people, man. But this still that I'm capturing right here, this what they want. They want most people to be bottom feeders just enough so they can furnish and basically do the stuff that they want to do on top. And they put it in certain movies. I can't think of the exact name of the movie. I want to say one of them is Riddick, and with Vin Diesel in it, and it's another movie when they have people living underground and all that stuff. And the lease was on top. I think the other one was with Tom Cruise in there, Oblivion, which I'm going to have to watch that again because I've been seeing it pop up. The movie Oblivion. I want to say Elysium. You had a few different ones, man. And Esau had this shit set up like this, but this not gonna happen though. Esau not getting this shit. Because I'm gonna make a follow-up video on this speaking on why they not gonna get this shit. But 2050, man, no. Esau through, man. Through the spirit. I could be wrong, no man knows the hour. This place ain't got nothing but another year or two, if that, the way it's looking. Because Moab ready to press that button. Moab tired of Esau coming over there trying to tell them what the fuck to do when they can't even control what the fuck going on in their own country. Ammon too. Ammon just ain't retaliated like that because Ammon is a small region, but they're going to partner up with these other nations too as well. Ishmael tired of that shit too. All these different nations, man, they tired, man. They know what Esau be up to. And now it's not hidden. They really been waiting for the elect to wake up. Through the spirit, when you read the scriptures and talk about the elect waking up, with the angels holding the four winds of destruction, roughly paraphrasing. Once the elect seal, man, hey, them angels letting that shit go. Then you're gonna see shit happening back to back to back. So you gotta have demons on you to really want this place to keep going on, man. Sitting here like, I tell women that I deal with, they ask me, oh, what's your 5-year plan, 10-year plan? I let these bitches know, like, look, I got aspirations. This is what I want to do. Just speaking from a personal perspective real quick. But through the spirit, I already know what the fuck about to happen to this place. It's like when you wake up in the morning, you know the sun gonna be shining. Read these precepts, you know the Most High gonna make it come to pass. Let me see. I'm just gonna skip through it a little bit. Say this place gonna shrink in population. Okay, Esau, that bullshit. Esau ass shrinking in population. That's what that is. A lot of people still. I know women right now that got 4, 5 babies. Ain't none of that shit going on. And look who's telling you this shit. Esau with this bullshit, man. Hey, look, I was laying my woman up in the bed. We seen this bullshit. All these damn trains keep derailing too. Esau infrastructure is fucked up. And for them to think that they're gonna keep going on and building on top of shit, man, that's foolishness. Like the scriptures say, which I ain't gonna put, like I say, I ain't gonna put this whole video. You can scroll through it or whatever. But let me get some more precepts real quick. Book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 12, it says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. And who did that, man? Verse 13, it says, behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity? And you see that going on, man. A lot of people stress the fuck out, man. That's why in these scriptures, man, it's peace and tranquility. You got to make sure you go to them, study them, digest them, call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Because knowing that it's going to be a time where, hey, man, we ain't got to deal with this shit. We ain't got to be up on the Esau road. We ain't got to be out of order. Be more balanced. Let me see what else I'm going to read. Verse 14, it says, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of our Adonai as the waters cover the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor. Let's talk about Esau ass right here. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth a bottle to him and maketh him drunken, also that thou mayest look us on their nakedness. And that's what Esau been doing to these nations, giving them shit. Giving them all these goodies. Verse 16 said, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cover of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And that's what's going to happen to this place, man. Esau don't gave everybody this cup, and they don't got drunk. They don't made all this money. Now, these nations don't realize they starting to snap out of that. They ain't hung over no more. They starting to snap out of that shit like, hold up. This whole time we've been doing business and these motherfuckers been causing chaos in our regions of the world and all that. Now we don't even want to do business with them no more. Now we just finna do business amongst ourselves. And the Most High gonna put the spirit on these nations to be with the shits. Because they really just want to do business and build their infrastructure up in their countries and just cut off Esau. But Esau being the devil, gonna do something to stir them up some more. And these nations gonna be with the shits, man. And that's what I'm gonna speak on in the next video. Because I don't want to jump around to too many topics in this video. But let me see. Another precept I want to get. Get rid of this off. Book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3 says, for the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, which is speaking right now. It says, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Ain't no fucking 2050 in Babylon. See, Esau like that weird shit. They want to have AI brains and AI robots running around and robot dolls and robot bitches they can fuck on and all that shit. That's androids and shit. That's what Esau fantasized about. Man, ain't gonna be no 2050. And the days are speeding up. Like today just flew by, man. I had to sit and think about that, and I wasn't even gonna say it to nobody. But I started doing something, and then the person mentioned the time, like, damn, it's already 1 in the morning. Time flew by today. And I just looked, like, man, that's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua speeding of the time. Let me see. Go to this real quick. Before you know it, it'll be winter again. Adonai Ratazah, the Most High be done. Put the spirit on them to push this Karakma out and have these nations ready to go at each other's throat even more, so we can get ready to get up out of here, man. Now, I'm gonna get ready to end this off. This book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 22, it says, and except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And that's what's going on, man. We already in another day as I made this video. I don't want to write this out. I'll be able to bring out some more lessons and some more edification. I don't want to write this out. This video was edifying. So call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Shalom to the elect.